And I don't know. I won't just say this a bad year because last year he balled out. He
He
did what
did.
he could with that squad, but you just really see the difference really between 32 turning 33 and 33 turning 34. So I don't know if it was regression, but he really just couldn't get in that bag like we
It's
have seen before.
tall dudes that can dribble and think they're going to dribble through traffic eventually do a lot of turnovers in the playoffs. That's what happens. But we got to start making a clear distinction between better and greater. Those are not the same thing.
Okay.
At the end of the day, Kevin Durant is one of the best players you've ever seen play basketball. Pound for
Yep.
pound skill. He is not going to end up on your top 10 greatest players
Nope.
list, even though he's going to be better than some of those players. And there's a reason for that. If y'all watch that Thinking Basketball episode, and they show you on the Thinking Basketball where even in the finals, and Steph flare out to the 3-point line, they run at the 3-point line giving KD a dunk, and he already better than everybody. So, you know what I'm
I
saying?
I think what you
So,
about to see as well, like I even saw it today. Somebody was sharing something like, you know, we're not gonna say who was the best. We're gonna say who was the top two of each era. And they said 80s, Bird has it. 90s, it was just Mike. And I think they said 2000s was Kobe and Tim Duncan. And then they tried to say 2010s was LeBron and
hold on.
Steph. I mean LeBron
They,
and
they
KD. Hello.
so they
Yep.
just gonna skip
We
over
heard you.
Shaq like this.
Yeah, they skipped over. I'm just telling you, yeah, that's what they said.
They
But
like he didn't have the three most dominant NBA finals
I'm
of
just
our
showing you
lifetime.
what they said, yeah. But
I
they
got
did try to say the 2010s was LeBron and KD, and I'm like, no, it's not.
you.
That conversation is Steph and KD were close. I always had KD before him because of just the two and what they did together. But watching the past few years and definitely this year alone, it has to be LeBron then Steph, like definitively for this era.
Look,
Like KD, and that's going to be a shame where people even say that Steph is
yeah,
better than him.
but guess what? Because technically you shouldn't be because you started off at a pole position. But why didn't we get a LeBron KD finals before he got to go to state? Why didn't we get that? What happened?
We got one, but yeah, it was just that one.
Yeah,
2012
why didn't we get that rivalry that we thought we would get?
Right.
because
Like
of
the Bird
Steph and the
Magic.
Warriors.
And what's
And of
crazy
course, he
is
had the other chances too against the Spurs and
uh, but the point is he didn't get it done. That's why.
no,
Whoever the opponents were, he didn't get it done. We got two Steph LeBron NBA finals before the existence of Kevin Durant on Golden State Warriors. That's not did that not happen in real time? And one of those reasons he got there is because in the same year his team blew a 3-1 lead in the finals. They came back from a 3-1 lead against the guy that we're talking about. But
man.
nobody like do 3-1 leads being blown only count in the finals and for Chris Paul? Is that what it is? Because that's what it seems like. We only talk about it for that final and Chris Paul.
Right. A dude that's barely 6 feet tall too. At that.
I think that
No,
people really dismiss too, though. It wasn't even that they blew the 3-1 lead, but Steph severely turned up in them games 5 through 7. Now Clay
mm-hmm.
did ball out in game 6, but I
In
think
game six.
Steph, well, he had 35 in game 5. I think he had like 29, 10 and 8 in game 6, and then he had 35 in game 7. Like on the court
What?
with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
you outplayed them both in game 7. That's Steph,
Yes.
35, 7, and 7.
Right. It's in the
And you
books.
was stripping them both.
It's in the books. Like you can't like act like it don't exist. And he didn't get. I don't. Because did he ever come across? He never played James Harden after James Harden left, other than when he was at Golden State, right?
No, oh wait, they did.
Right.
No, yeah, he rented a Harden that first year. Remember, they was the 1-8 seed the year that Russ got injured.
Okay,
OKC was the 1 seed, so that was the
okay.
only time. But
Oh, okay.
it was that right after. It wasn't prime Harden and the Rockets.
It's it's a yeah, you're right, because that was for, I mean, the reason why they reached out to, number one, everybody wanted KD, but the reason
The Spurs and
they,
Clippers too. People forget
if
that.
we get KD, that puts us over the top. LeBron doesn't have a chance. If we get anybody else, like LeBron still has a 5% chance. Like if we would have got Paul George on our squad, go to state, like, yeah, LeBron still got a 5% chance to win that series. But if we get KD, he has 0% chance. And that's what they did. They
I,
said, we want to put it at 0.
I
We don't want to put it at 5. We want to put it at 0.
and you can thank Jerry West for that because he was big on the sales pitch. And they said the
Mm-hmm.
big thing he told KD was he said, "Look, I've lost 9 NBA titles, and he said all of them hurt. None of
Hold
them
on.
feels good." He said, "You can stay in OKC, y'all can win some, we win some, but you could come here and we win them all." So you could think of that. But what people forget, going back to that statement, people forget that the Warriors were the favorites for 2017. And me and you just
Yeah.
talked about it. Didn't they only lose like 2 games or 3 games when KD went down that season? They finished the
Yeah.
season like 20-2.
Yes.
I don't get how people just want to
They
rewrite
went
history.
on a, like, this is real life. I don't like when people, like, you know what? Forget all these things that actually happen. I want to argue from what I feel. I don't care what you feel, what happened and what didn't happen. Like, I feel like Steph should have won the NBA Finals MVP that first year, but he didn't. It doesn't matter what I feel. He got one Finals MVP. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I think that LeBron James should have won Defensive Player of the Year. He didn't. So all that, let's
True.
jettison what really happened. Now watch this though. Like that year, if they didn't put all their eggs in the basket to go after KD, what if they go, and these are different fits, right? What if they go after like a regular fit? Like what if they go after Dwight Howard
That's what I
to
said.
play the position? You know what I'm saying?
This
What
what
if they
people don't
go after?
realize. They could
It
have
was
got
other
him.
people on
They could have got him or Nicholas Batum. I
Nick
think
Batum.
they could have got him.
Hmm.
Uh, and
They
then
could have got Al Horford.
yeah. And let's be realistic. What if they just said bump it? We just run it back with Harrison. Maybe you just don't go 5 for 30. They could have
You
just
know,
run the squad back too.
make some of these shots. And you know, I'm sick of this Clay pass. Goodness gracious,
Oh, we've been man. I love it when all your wins are putting them on the board.
bruh. Like I went through and I looked at the numbers and I'm like, this is not real. He does not have the stats of a typical number two on that level for the
Okay.
Western Conference Finals and the Finals. He just don't.
Game 6, my wife was looking at me. I was ready to kill Clay. I'm like, Game 6, Clay, he went 5 for 20 in Game 6 this year.
Yep.
And dude did like a turn spin fadeaway. I was calling for them to bench that dude.
My bad. He was
It
on
was
some other
beautiful,
stuff.
man.
I'm like, but this is the greatness of a Steph Curry being your teammate. If he would have got mad if Klay Thompson was out there trying to cross people over, but him shooting the ball, Steph don't care. Like if Draymond dribbled the ball up the court and he turned it over, He's not clapping at them and they're not arguing on the bench because he knows that Dre eventually is going to make that play when they need it, especially
Yeah,
during those years.
and that's the
So
crazy
that's
part with him. That's the crazy part too, because like I look at Clay, as much I was hating him, but he just really has that propensity of he could be 4 for 18, but he always hit that one clutch three, cut the
yes.
lead from 7 to 4, or you going from, you get what I'm saying, down 5 to 2. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? They had a chance
It
to
matters.
go up 9, but Clay comes and cut it to 4. He
Yes, it
always hits
matters.
those big shots like that, and it's like, and it'll be on a bad shot. You like Jesus, but that's Clay, and you hit it perfect with Draymond.
Clay hit a lot of threes that look like they off platform, but they're not. But they look weird. He got a way of getting his elbow in when it don't look like it should be able to get to, and it's just weird. I don't know how he learned
Yeah,
how to do
I get
that.
what you said. It looked like it about to be short armed, and you like, wait,
Yeah,
you just missed the one you squared up, but this one you threw. It kind of reminded me how like Iverson will always throw the ball up quick and short arm
yeah,
it. And Clay, I'm like, what the fuck did you do? When Iverson used to shoot from his chest or his hip.
yeah. And,
Oh, quick
and we
thing,
had
you quick thing, you saw that point guard documentary. How was that one? And
yeah.
I saw that save you threw. I saw that save you threw about the
Right.
point guards.
I'm just saying, how can both these things be true at the same time? Ain't nobody got no New York point guard in their top five all time. Maybe top 10, keep it a million. If
What's
that's
crazy
so,
to
how?
me, this is my question to you though, and I know the conversation did drop. It's weird about those guys because when you see the New York guys, they dominate in that high school level. Like
Because they
people don't
old.
realize. I know that too, but people don't realize Kenny Anderson was ranked over Shaq, or you even see what Sebastian Telfair was doing, or even what Lance Stevenson was doing in high school. And it's just
Yes.
weird when it's like when the game gets organized or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. They just don't shine the brightest when they need to.
Right.
They're not better less. At the end of the day, like even I remember, man. I remember Eddie Barkley. Uh, uh, what's my man with the big forehead? Omar Cook. Omar Cook. All them boys. That's from the Marcus Taylor uh, time frame.
One
When they
Andre
got to
Derrick there too. Wasn't he from New York? Andre
yeah,
Derrick.
Marcus Taylor was cooking them boys at camp before he went to Michigan State. Get buckets without all that stuff.
Man, they kicked me out again, bro. Hold on.